Welcome back to Chamber Exchange, a TV show. I want to thank our sponsors who help make the show happen, Bank Hometown and St. Vincent Hospital, and want to thank our guests from the previous segment, Wally Dwyer and Gail Petty from Main Street Bank. And look, it's wintertime, it's snowing, it's been cold. Embrace the winter. We're in New England, and that means embracing hockey, skiing, luge, and next couple segments we're going to be embracing the winter, and there's no better way to do that with our guest, Kim Golinski, who is the team president of the Worcester Railers, and a lot of great stuff happening with the Railers these days, Kim.
Yeah, definitely. Excited to be here.
Well, it's your 6 months in the new role as the president, and you maybe have a little bit of a break, only in the sense that the team is away for the next 2 weeks. But you're busy planning for a couple of homecoming weekends and what us fans of the Railers hope will be a playoff push. But you've got a big weekend coming up at the end of the month, and the Railers are going to kind of change their name again.
Yeah, so we're rebranding as the Monkey Wrenches, which is really exciting. We really wanted to focus on what Worcester is and bring back a little bit of the history, and we are going to be the Monkey Wrenches, which we just announced at our Pink in the Rink game this past weekend.
Another game you had great attendance with, 7,000 plus, yeah.
We packed the stadium. Friday was a great game, Saturday was a great game, and we've had a couple of weekends where we've had some record-breaking attendance records, which is great to see. We want to keep that momentum by bringing more excitement into our arena. So a rebrand is really fun when you talk about what happens in hockey. We see other teams and other leagues doing it as well, and we wanted to really hit on Worcester and being part of Worcester and being deeply bedded in the community. So we picked Monkey Wrenches.
Yeah, well, a few weeks back I was there. Great game, Railers won, but that weekend where you did the Ice Cats throwback to the Worcester's original pro hockey team, and that was a lot of fun, and the fans and the team seemed to embrace it. So this will be the Monkey Wrenches, and that's partnering with the Museum of Worcester, which is celebrating, I think, its 150th anniversary as well as the Chamber. And they, with their anniversary, have changed their name to the Museum of Worcester. Yeah. But you're partnering with them as part of a nonprofit weekend.
Yep, their rebrand is important, and we wanted to make sure that we highlighted them part of that weekend. So on Friday night, Museum of Worcester will be our guest. They'll be bringing in Monkey Wrenches, so you'll be able to come and view part of the history of the wrenches in our actual arena. And then, on Saturday, sponsored by Country Bank, is going to be our Be Like Brit night. So they'll be, the 2 nights will be split between the 2 different organizations.
Right, and maybe for some youngins out there that don't know what a monkey wrench is, but it was invented in Worcester, I believe manufactured in Worcester, and played a key role in the industrial manufacturing growth of the country.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. They even have a 6-foot usable monkey wrench down at the Worcester Museum of Worcester, so I definitely suggest going down and check those out. But if you don't get to the Worcester, the Museum of Worcester, you can see some of them on the concourse that night.
And that's something you do throughout the year. The Railers partner with a lot of nonprofits, or an opportunity for them to make a little money, have employees, supporters, friends, children, come and enjoy a Railers night and celebrate the organization, raise a few dollars, and watch some great hockey.
And exposure. It's a big night for both organizations, but being able to get eyes on those organizations and help them with just their mission and knowing what they're about.
Right. And with the event with Be Like Brit, that's being sponsored by Country Bank, which has been a long-time supporter of Be Like Brit. And again, for our viewers who might not be familiar with that, in the aftermath of the terrible tragedy of the earthquake in Haiti, the Gango family lost their daughter, Brittany, and while one of the things that she was doing, visiting with her students there, fellow students from Lynn University, was trying to support and doing community service with some of the orphanages. And the Gango family made a commitment to honor her in building a orphanage in Haiti, which is a refuge amidst what's going on in Haiti at the moment, and has been transformative for dozens and dozens of kids and providing them health care, love, education. It's just amazing, and they continue to stay committed to that.
I remember exactly where I was when that earthquake struck, and I remember holding my breath, just hoping that they would find Brit. And it's just such a it pulls at the heartstrings, and
Right.
being able to continue to help and knowing that I'm part of a bigger cause, it's in our organization part of a bigger cause, it's really what makes the Railers special, is we continue to connect with the community on levels that are super personal, and all these people are part of our community, and we want to make sure we stay connected.
Yeah, no, and it's a great event. So that's on February 28th, that's night one with the Museum of Worcester and the Monkey Wrenches. And then the next day is with Country Bank. That's March 1st with Be Like Brit. And those will be on display. Also, the Railers are offering some business packages and tabling opportunities that weekend. And there's also going to be some tickets donated to Worcester Public Schools.
Yep, absolutely. So we have a couple different packages that you can, as a business or organization, you can call into our office, and our staff will help you decide which package fits you best, but you're able to buy tickets for either your staff or your own family, and then give back to the community and get some Worcester Public Schools students into our arena as well.
Yeah, and we've used it at the Chamber with our team and staff. I know a number of businesses, a great night out. There are boxes that people can get, or areas of the DCU Center that can be kind of sectioned off, if you will, for businesses and organizations. So encourage any businesses or organizations out there. Do a Railers night. You won't regret it. It'll be a lot of fun. Before we were on with the previous guests, Wally Dwyer and I were talking about hockey, and fastest growing part of the sport is girls, women's hockey. You were just part of a panel, Women in Sports. You want to tell us about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So Women in Sports is something that's, like you said, it's taking off. We're seeing growth in all different levels of professional sports. You see the PWHL was organized last year.
Right.
So we thought it would be a great way to give young athletes, young women, access to some mentors. So we brought in women from different aspects of sports, from high school to college, all the way up to myself. I joined the panel as well. We had AHL, which is the league above the ECHL, represented there. Dr. Patty Keller, she is the Director of Sports Administration over at BC. She was our moderator.
Yep.
Our panel was well-rounded. We had a lot of fun, actually, at that panel, and we actually ran out of time and didn't have enough time to have questions from the audience. But that night was really it was really about giving young people exposure to mentors and the potential of where they could end up, and not to make sure that they knew that there is growth all over the place.
Right.
They just lean in on relationships.
Yeah, and it's not only women's sports and participating in, but taking leadership roles in organizations like yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's, I talk back about where I came from a lot, because I came from the beer industry, and, I started at the very bottom when you think about the beer industry, pouring 2 ounces of beer at a time as a brand ambassador. So it goes to show, don't discount any role that you have in an organization.
Well, beer and hockey have a pretty strong connection,
Yes,
too.
they most certainly do, yeah.
A couple other events coming up in March for the Railers. As I mentioned, that weekend of February 28th and March 1st. Yep. City of Worcester employees are going to be there. I know City Manager Batista, Mayor Petty. But you also have Railers are hosting Military Appreciation Night, presented by Pepsi and Wyndham on March 22nd.
Yeah, we have a strong appreciation for our service men and women, and so we have our Military Appreciation Night, and just like our Monkey Wrenches weekend, we'll be offering packages where you can purchase tickets for your own organization, but then also donate some back to veterans in our community. We also have we partner with VetTix now as well, so we have tickets available all year round for all of our games on that platform for veterans. But if you are interested in donating tickets to veterans, we can help with that as well if you call our office.
And so for anything we talked about, people can go to the website. Where should they go? Yep,
they can go to railershc.com, or they can email me directly, kimg@railershc.com, and then they can call our office as well.
Railers HC, that's for Hockey Club.
Hockey Club, yeah.
All right. Well, Kim Golinski, President of the Worcester Railers, thanks for being with us.
It's a pleasure.
All right.
Thank you.
Embrace the cold, embrace hockey, and we're going to talk luge in a few minutes.
These days, you've got your hands full in life. That's why we help you bank simply and securely with tools like Face ID and Touch ID. It's why we make it easy to make purchases on the go and get cash back while you're at it. Why we help you quickly deposit checks wherever you are. And it's why we lend a hand with sending and receiving money right from your phone. So even when you're on the move, you can manage your finances. Bank Hometown. Unlock your potential.